Sobriety gives you the chance to live as the person you wish existed. Hey everyone, my name is Shaun Howard and welcome to Perspective-Based Recovery, where I show you some tips and tricks that help me get sober and stay sober. Today, we're discussing how your actions and lived experience can benefit others and enrich your life, leaving a legacy you can be proud of. Getting sober is a process, one that is very personal and unique to the person who achieves it. One way might not work for someone else, and another might be just the thing you're looking for. The only way to find out what works for you is by going through it and finding like-minded people along the way. If you've been following this series, maybe my advice is resonating with you already, and I can only share it based on my personal experience and what I learned on my journey. The reason I decided to start this series was to help someone else who might be going through what I went through, which was a difficulty finding a way to stay sober without a program or religion. While these methods have proven effective for many, it was not something I could resonate with myself, and I had to find my own way forward, which led me to creating a perspective-based model for recovery. There is no right way to get sober, and some people in recovery may tell you that there is, or that your recovery is not valid because of a relapse or not being active in a program. The truth is that recovery is an umbrella term. It applies to drugs and alcohol, but also mental health and any lifestyle changes that lead you towards becoming the best version of yourself. And any way you can achieve these changes is valid if it works for you. When I started being the change I wish to see, I was trying to be the person I needed when I was young. I still strive to be the version of myself that I needed when I was younger, and it's led me to helping others whenever I can. I have found that almost everyone in this life just wants to be seen and heard, to have someone attempt to understand them, and I feel like it's the least we can do for most people, just listening. The simple act of listening can change a person's day, but it also walks a fine line with enabling in certain circumstances if continued past a comfortable point. Leading by example is a practice in self-accountability. It requires you to be diligent and steadfast. Sometimes when I'm struggling with following through, I remind myself that if I don't hold myself accountable, no one will. You must also stay firm with your drawn boundaries and learn how saying no can be a superpower. When we discuss being the change we wish to see, almost all programs follow along with this in their outlines. One of the most popular is AA's 12-step program, in which this would be steps 9 through 12, where a person continues staying sober and helping others around them in recovery. In this segment, I have some questions for you rather than a written guideline. What is the version of yourself you see when you imagine your life at its best? Is it a past version when you are happy, or a totally new person? What steps can you take to becoming this person? How has getting sober changed your life? Has it been difficult? What have you learned through the experience that might help others? What are some decisions you've made that you're proud of? Questions like these should spark some inspiration to stay on the path. Let your recovery be a chance for you to define the person you want to be. Give yourself the opportunity to change and learn, accepting that you are always growing. By living your life in a way that you're proud of, others may begin to find inspiration from you and choose to try to do better for themselves. While being public about your sobriety may not be something you wish to do, and that's perfectly okay, you can still benefit others by listening and trying to understand what they're going through, as you have also been through something yourself. Taking a moment to remember that we are all human is a necessary practice in recovery. From the worst to the best of us, we all have parts of our lives that we don't share, and we have to leave room for others to have that in their lives as well. The fear or unwillingness to attempt to understand another point of view will always lead to a life of unaware behavior. Try to be kind and leave room for others. Everyone has their own story and past, just like you. Thanks for watching this episode of my Perspective-Based Recovery series. If you enjoyed it, then please check out the rest of the videos in this series as I release them. And remember, you can only perceive your reality, and each individual has their own.